Well, it's no secret the National Football League has been battling an image problem over domestic violence for some time now. So much so, all NFL rookies at the draft tomorrow must attend training in awareness of domestic violence. But my next guest has been leading the fight against this abuse for many years. Here with his own story, his experience with domestic violence, Pittsburgh Steelers cornerback and Super Bowl champion, William Gay. It's so nice to have you on the show. Thank you so much for coming in. I want you to tell me your personal story with domestic violence.
Well, I always go out and tell my mother's story, and she was a victim of domestic violence. When I was 7, she was shot by my stepfather. And that just left my whole family just in a dark place. Me personally, just being lonely and with all pain and anger. And I went through a whole 4 years of just not trusting anyone, not telling anyone about my feelings, just being a bad child at that age.
So your stepfather shot your mother, she died, then he shot himself. Is that right?
Correct.
So you and your 2 brothers left without parents?
Well, it was my younger brother's father. And my older brother and me, we didn't have our father in our lives. So we just had each other. And luckily my grandmother, she raised 5 kids on her own. And she just took us in and raised 3 more boys. And I'm just so thankful to have a grandmother like her.
Now, you weren't aware of the violence at the time as a kid. What was going on in the background. Is that right? No,
there were no signs. We just thought it was a happy family. I just knew at one point that my mom was just ready to leave this situation, the relationship. And I just thought it was just a day where we're going over to our grandmother's house and just going to have fun with our cousins, friends in the neighborhood. And it ended up turning into a tragic day.
Very tragic. So how do you overcome that?
It was tough. It was tough. Even when I was going through middle school, high school, I found football to be a safe haven for me. And when I go out there on the field, I just got away from the problems, anything I was going through emotionally, and just went out there and played the game that I love. But it still was something that wasn't clicking.
But you've turned this around, my friend. So this isn't a sad story anymore.
Right.
This is a happy story. This is a story of building. Tell us what you're doing to help women who might be in trouble.
I teamed up with Verizon Hope Line program, and that's just one piece that we all are trying to team up to end domestic violence. And it's just simple by donating an old phone or old accessories, which is a great opportunity. And it also helps, like I say, create awareness, and we can all come together as one nation to stop this. And we're trying to get 1 million phones or accessories by the end of this year.
Into the hands of women, right?
Right. Well, yeah, we're going to all like that. The donations of the phones and accessories will also be grants for the many organizations that stand on the front line to end domestic violence.
We're out of time. Thank you for coming in. It's such a pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much.